I know I say this every time, but I've been wanting to make more YouTube videos, but every time I either just do a TikTok because it's faster and easier, or I just open it with no camera at all. But because I just got my hands on this new G7 set, one of the ones with a new mold, I thought a YouTube video would be perfect. However, I didn't realize when I was setting this up that the light I used last time, that still wasn't even that great, is gone now. It's hard because the only times I remember I need it are when I need it, so I always forget to order one. But I do have this set behind me, and I am very excited for this set, even though I'm not exactly the biggest fan of the mold. I've tried to avoid like looking at it in person because I want my reactions to be more like first time seeing it reactions. So as much as I've wanted to open this set and like stare at all the pets, I've been trying to avoid looking at them as much as possible. And here is the set. It's called the Slumber Squad Play Pack, and I got it from this random website. I had never heard of this store before, but it's called Blaine's Farm and Fleet. I will say the set itself was only like $12.99, which I think is really good, except the shipping was $10, and in total with taxes and everything, it was about $25 or $26 to get this. I'm hoping it comes to more places like Target where shipping will be less rough. And the thing I'm annoyed about is it took over a week to get here. Like, it was in the US. I'm in the US. It took over a week to get here, despite having like more expensive shipping than most things I buy. I wanted to have this video up Saturday because it was supposed to get here Friday, but it didn't. I can zoom out, it just makes my lack of lighting a lot more obvious. I really need a better setup for big sets like this because this is not great. I do think these pets are all really cute. I'm not the biggest hater of the lightning bolt eye shines like a lot of people are. I don't like them that much, but I don't really hate them. The Fennec Fox number 425 is a brand new mold, like I said before. The Owl number 424, we've had other G7 owls, so I'm not going to focus too much on like comparisons when it comes to that one. However, number 423 is our first ever G7 bat, so I really hope the mold looks good. And because it's our first bat, I grabbed the most similar G2 bat that I could to compare to it, so we will see how good it looks. I will say I do really like this Wave 5 packaging with like the purse theme. The first big accessory is this tent. It's not my favorite accessory, however, I do think it's nice to get more like almost house type things, like how the old pets used to have a ton of carriers and things like that. I completely ignored it when it came out, but for the card I did get the owl. Next are what to me look like magazines, and they are pretty cute. I wish they opened like the old ones did, but at least they're cardboard, and so they're a bit heavier duty than like a paper accessory would be. I gotta say, I am so tired of this blueberry cheesecake accessory. I want more unique foods. It was cute at first. I'm over it. It's been in so many sets. Same with the little boba drinks. They're cute, but I wish we got like more variety of drinks. However, I do like the phones. I remember me and my friend would make like cardboard phones for our pets to play with, so it's kind of cool to see like an actual LPS phone, and I do think they're cute. The last accessories before we get to the pets are the glasses that go on the owl and this little tray thing. The first pet I'm gonna look at is the least exciting one, like I said before, the owl. I do think it's really cute. I really like the colors. It feels pretty similar to the old G2 mold. Like, there's some differences because it is technically a remade mold. This one looks like it has such bigger eyes because the markings, but they're about the same. I do wish we got like a bit more variety because one of the other owls from G7 basically looked like a remake of this one as well. So I feel like we got two remakes of this owl instead of more unique ones, which is a problem I have with G7 in general. However, the colors are really unique, and I do think she's really cute, and I'm not complaining. Okay, I might complain a little because these glasses are kind of like bent, and I did manage to get them on, but it took a second, and they like did not fit right at first, which the big glasses aren't ugly necessarily. However, like the big glasses that came on the Wave 5 blind box Great Dane, I don't love. I wish the glasses just like fit their faces a little bit more, but she is a cutie, and I do think she's pretty similar to this one, but different enough that it doesn't really bug me as a reproduction kind of thing. Really obscure thing to complain about with this set, but I don't know if you can see it, but the ties are on them so differently than they were in other sets. So normally by this point I could just untwist it and pull it out, but it's also like wrapped around a lot more. I don't know if it's just because of the mold, but I have never struggled this much with the ties on any G7 set. Okay, the bat is gorgeous, though I kind of do want a second one to repaint the eye shines, because, well, I don't hate this eye shine, and I think it actually kind of fits the vibe of the bat. I do think a different one would be a lot cuter. I honestly feel that way about a lot of eye shines. Like, this isn't really relevant to these pets or G7, but like with the Cocker Spaniel 672, I like 1209, the very similar one, but with circle eyes a lot more, because I think the circle eyes look nicer. But I do think the lightning bolts kind of fit the vibe, like with how the fur is. I don't know, it just kind of works, and I love the eyelashes. They look wonderful. The lighting looks so much better zoomed in. Learning, okay? I'm learning as I go. I'm used to TikToks. I will say, like, the quality of this one is really good. However, her nose is scuffed. I don't know if you can see that. Her nose paint is scuffed, which I don't love, but it's not the biggest deal. I'll take that over, like, a giant chip any day. Or a completely misprinted eye, which is so much worse. And unfortunately with G7s, I see them quite a bit. But let's do our comparison of the G7 bat to a G2 bat. This one definitely feels the most similar, though it's almost like if this one and the purple one had a baby. I don't know, they're really cute, and I think it looks really good. They kept the tooth, the body mold looks really good, the head mold looks really, really good. This is so wild to me that they can recreate so many molds perfectly, yet the main 5 molds look absolutely terrible. The Great Dane and Cocker Spaniel are okay, but the others look so off, especially the collies and short hairs. I do still like them, I do still collect them. However, it's just like kind of crazy to me that they can get like every other mold down so good except for the main 5s. I don't know if I'm just blind, but literally the only copyright I can see on this bat isn't even really showing up on camera, but it just says China. It doesn't even have a year on it. Versus this bat, which has a lot more, and it says 2008. Once again, it's not really showing up super well, but this is definitely a new G7 mold. However, I think it looks so, so good. I'm sure you're tired of me saying that. I'm sorry. And last but not least is the fennec fox, and right off the bat I almost feel like it's too big, but maybe it'll just take some getting used to, because like I didn't like the wave 1 Frenchie at all, but the wave 4 tube one I think is really, really cute, and they did improve the mold. If you put them side by side, you can see they changed the mold to make it look a bit better, so I don't want to be too harsh on a brand new mold right off the bat. However, criticism is okay. I hate the people who say you can't criticize G7, because if you never criticize them, they're not gonna improve. They're not gonna improve the molds that suck, the designs that suck, the quality that sucked. Look how much better wave 5 looks compared to wave 1. And that's partially because, like, obviously it just took them a while to get into the groove, but part of it is because we complained. That's my rant for now. I do agree with people that say the eyes are too big, though I think it kind of works with how big the ears are. Like, it doesn't bug me. That is not my biggest issue. I think the head mold is really cute. It's mainly the body mold I have issues with. I don't know, the paws look a bit weird. I wish they were a little more defined. Like, obviously they're smaller, but if you look at the collie, it has like the defined lines versus just like painted on, if that makes sense. I do think it's cute. I think with like just a few changes, this could be a really, really good mold, but as it is, I just think it's okay. It does kind of remind me of the G6 fennec fox, except I think he's a little cuter. I kind of like how pointy his mouth is. I do like him a lot. And this set in general, I said it was like $12.99. I think that's a very good price. Would I pay $25 for it again? Probably not. So I won't get a second one to make like partial customs unless it comes to somewhere else that doesn't have $10 shipping. I don't regret buying it this time, but I wouldn't buy another for this price, so I just hope it becomes more accessible. But the retail price is $12.99. It is not $25. Don't worry. And if you live near any of these stores, I wonder if it's in person. I have no idea. I just know it's online, and I'll put the link in the description for anyone who wants it. Honestly, the accessories in this set, I don't love. I would probably give them like a 5 out of 10. But I don't love accessories anyway. As a kid, I might have liked it a bit more, but even then, I think I wouldn't use very much of this stuff very often. The pets, I would give a 9 out of 10. The only thing holding them back is the fennec fox being a little bit weird and the owl not being my favorite, which is fine. It doesn't have to be my favorite. I don't know. I feel like I struggle making YouTube videos. Like, I don't know how to talk on YouTube. I know how to talk on TikTok, and it shouldn't be that different, but like, something about my brain with a camera versus my phone is so different. So I'm gonna try and keep making YouTube videos because I have so many planned out. I just need to actually buy lighting and record them. Anyway, that was this set. I'm sorry this has been a mess. I thought my holiday pet pairs video was a mess. This is worse. But I do like them and I'm happy with them. And I think the new mold can be really, really cute. If they fix a few things, or even just maybe a different design might make it look different. Like maybe the eyes look slightly bigger because all the white around them. I don't know. I'm not like a design expert by any means. This is just my opinion as a collector. I like how it bobbles. I like how its head moves. It almost looked like, from pictures, like it wouldn't bobble the same. I don't know how to explain it, but it kind of looked like those pets that have like really stiff pegs that you kind of just more turn, but it bobbles just fine. It's just a little bit top heavy. Anyway, I'm gonna buy more lights and hopefully start regularly posting on YouTube. That is my goal. I think it's really fun to make YouTube videos, even though I feel like I struggle a lot with it. So that is all. Do you like these pets? Are you planning on getting this set? And if you've seen it in Target, please let me know, because that would be wonderful for a lot of people versus this like random farm website. Oh, one more thing. I do know that it is in Smith's UK, like the UK Smith store. I've seen quite a few videos of people finding like a ton of them on shelves. So if you live in the UK, you could probably find it in stores pretty soon, if not right now. That's all for real this time. Goodbye.